It's Wade Rich back with another episode of A Word with Wade. My guests today are a absolutely incredible duo from Melbourne, formed in 1992. Their double platinum album, Waiting for the Day, came out in November 1998, I believe, and it spawned all kinds of amazing hits like Treat Me Good, Permission to Shine, and Lucky Me. I'd like to welcome to the show Bachelor Girl.
Good morning, Wade.
Good morning. And how is it? Are you guys in Melbourne at the moment, like now?
We are in Sydney. We
In
just did some
Sydney.
TV
And
on
what's
the
the weather
press
like over?
junket.
That's
Yeah.
We're
a
talking to
beautiful
you
thing.
from Channel 7 Studios right now.
Oh, right. Nice. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I must admit it was a pleasant surprise to have you both on. I was of the understanding that just Tania was going to join me, but thank you so much for both of you being here. It's fantastic.
Well, James is here, so, get him involved, I say.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. So, obviously, we're here to talk about your reimagining of the classic album I just mentioned in my introduction, Waiting for the Day, the artist sessions. I guess for me, the first place to start would be what brought this idea together for you? Like, what made you think, let's reimagine this album, let's get a bunch of incredible artists, because, like, let's be honest here, you've got like the who's who of the music world featuring on this album. We'll talk about that a bit more, but yeah, what brought this project to fruition, so to speak?
To be honest, it evolved organically as an idea. I'd love to say that we had it as a crystal clear concept right at the start. But it started out with one thing. I asked my friend Tommy Emmanuel to play guitar on a song we were doing.
Yep.
And then we asked someone else, and then we asked someone else, and it just filled up. To be honest, the first few responses were so positive. It wasn't, gee, I think I can squeeze that in maybe 2 or 3 months. Like, are you kidding? Of course.
Yeah.
So we just kept asking people, and they kept saying, "Are you kidding? Of course."
It became a bit like a sport. How many more people can we ask?
Yeah, no.
So that's a good problem to have.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, I know, I can say this because I'm a fan, but it is an incredible album. Like, I mentioned, as I think you noticed, Tanya, I think it was you, Tanya, or maybe it was your social media people, but I shared on my social media that I was going to be, like, who remembers Bachelor Girl? I'm going to be talking to them, blah, blah, blah. And the number of people that like were posting little quotes of lyrics and stuff, like, and I was just like, this is so cool. Like, the nostalgia factor is just like so high. I remember growing up listening to this album. I was just out of high school, I think, at that time. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that people wanted to jump on board at all. Like, that's just incredible. Like, I was just looking through the people that you've got, like, on there. You got like Delta Goodrum, Susie DeMarchi, Jack Jones, Tommy Emmanuel, Ella Hooper, Darren Hayes, Jess Malboy, Guy Sebastian.
I need to lie down. I'm listening to all those artists. Yeah, we can't actually say all their names in one breath. So
No.
it is nice way to do the retrospective now and talk about it, because it was quite the task to get all the ducks in a row, but the asking of the artists, as James says, was relatively easy, because I think as creatives, we actually bounce off each other. You want to collaborate.
Absolutely.
We don't get a chance to, and I think that's okay. The songs meant a lot to a lot of these artists, but just the opportunity to collaborate was what I think is one of the great things we achieved pulling this record off. The fact that we could all be a community, and it just happened to be on our record.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, as a fellow creative myself, I am always curious about people's process, how the recordings come together and that sort of thing. Was it a case of you all got together with the different artists and recorded in like a studio with you there, or was it more like, oh, then I've got my studio here, I'll record it and I'll send you the session files?
So it was a bit of a mixture, because some were local and accessible and some were overseas.
Yep.
Generally, we would have the track pretty much prepared, and tailored to the person who was going to be the special guest. So, for example, for the John Stevens track, we made it rockier to suit his wheelhouse. We went funkier for Jessica Mauboy, right?
Oh, nice.
So we went to Sydney and recorded Jessica Mauboy and Delta Goodrum. But for example, Darren Hayes was in Los Angeles at the time, and Tommy Emmanuel was in Nashville, and Courtney Act was in Britain. So we weren't going to just fly over and do a session for those.
No.
So some of them got mailed in as vocal takes, and then we slotted them into the session.
Yeah. Now you mentioned mailed in. Do you mean like they physically mailed like on like a
No. Internet mail.
Oh no! I just thought I'd ask because I actually recently did a song in Adelaide with a local blues player. I do like a bit of hip hop and stuff, and he actually mailed me the sessions on CD because he's not very technological and record. Yeah, like literally in the last
century.
Yeah,
CDs are enjoying a comeback. They're actually rivaling vinyl.
I have heard that.
There you go. But that I haven't heard. Actually mailing this.
Yeah, because he uses the 4-track, and the only way to output it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
I nearly fell off my seat when he told me that. I was like, can't you just email it to me? But there you go. So that's when you said mail, I just thought I had to clarify because I just imagine like the Jessica Mauboy putting it in the post and saying, here you go, guys, it's in the mail. Or Darren Hayes or someone. Now let me just see what I've got in here. So because obviously this would have been, I'm sure for you guys as well, a very nostalgic process, going back over all these old songs. How has that felt? Like, has it brought up some interesting emotions while you've been going back over all these, classic old songs?
Yeah. I think in a way, I don't know how many other humans feel this, but I don't feel like I've changed that much. Good news, bad news, in the sense that my inner spirit is the same version of me.
Yeah.
It's probably because I have no problem being myself.
Yeah.
So I don't look back and go, who is that person? I still relate to all these songs.
Yeah.
We talk about the clothes, the productions changing. They have changed dramatically.
Yeah.
But the integrity of the songs are still there. And because we wrote from a place of authenticity and our chemistry was always strong and still is, we always tried to write with like thinking person's pop music, let's say.
Yeah.
So those messages, they didn't get old. I mean, even Don't Hold Back, which Susie DeMarchi has vocalized so brilliantly, there's a kind of a restraint, like a brooding restraint that is maintained from the first version. And I can relate to that even more now than when I was in my 20s because I would dare be as assertive. And now I am more comfortable being assertive. So there you go. Maybe in some instances the songs are even more true today for me.
Now, I did read that you guys kind of parted ways for a time in early 2004, I think it was. Is this the first time you guys coming back together to work on music since then, or have you done some music that I'm not aware of over in that time?
So in 2004, I moved to London with my girlfriend who became my wife while we lived in London.
Oh, congratulations.
And then when we got back, Tania moved to Sweden. So
wow.
It wasn't some kind of acrimonious breakup. It was more like we just weren't in the same place.
On
the same side of the planet at all.
Yeah.
So we did have a bit of a tour in 2011 when we released a sort of Lost Songs Greatest Hits kind of record called Loved and Lost.
Oh, wow. I'll have to check that one out.
And then there was a bunch of years when Tania was in Sweden, falling in love with the Swedish husband and having the Swedish child.
Yeah.
And we asked to do an Australia Day concert in Sydney think it was 2017.
Yes,
So there was nothing between 2011 and 2017.
that's right.
We played Buses and Trains to a big audience in front of the Sydney Opera House
Mhm.
and thought, hey, that was kind of
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And the magic was back. And so we've, been together ever since again, just as good as it was the first time.
We
I
actually,
bet.
I watched John Foreman who put that TV show together, and he asked me, said, "Would you come and do Buses and Trains on this show?" And I said, "Why?" Because I don't know if nostalgia was as much of a thing as it is now,
Yeah,
because it's so iconic. I said, "Really? That's a big word."
yeah,
I don't know. I wasn't being just pathetically humble. I was genuinely, what is the purpose of doing Buses and Trains? TV is about new music, etc., etc. So I had to reframe that, and lucky I did, and lucky John was such a stand for us to perform because that truly was the beginning of putting the band back together.
yeah.
Shortly after that, James came to Sweden, and we wrote "Speak," which was our socially conscious song, and that was really well. Really proud of that lyric and what that stood for. And then we put another song out, "Calling Out Your Name," and we always had this idea, this sort of bucket list to re-record the first record and maybe even enjoy it all the more. But then all the cream of the crop, well, the icing on the cake was all the artist friends that
Yeah,
collaborated with.
yeah. And how does it like feel working on this album that you released all those years ago? Obviously, technology has changed a lot, as you mentioned before about like people sending things in that could send it by internet and stuff. How do you think it's a good change that we've had in technology, like in regards to recording and production and things like that? Do you think it's a positive move from the old analog tapes and so forth?
I do because it's much more efficient. So when we started recording Waiting for the Day, I had an 8-track which I had synced up with a baby Pro Tools. So I think we moved on. Then we had ADATs partway through the project as well. So we got an increased track count.
Yeah.
But I always had to run my synths live because there just wasn't enough tracks to print them to any kind
Yeah.
of track.
Yeah.
So it was cobbled together with wire and sticky tape kind of system, but just in a suburban living room. But it got the job done
Yeah.
with patience and dedication. So it's much more efficient now when you've got a Pro Tools that can have 250 tracks. And the main thing that I speak about efficiency is not having to work performers so hard.
Yeah.
So in the old days, you would need to record a singer over and over again to get great takes,
Yeah.
perfect takes, if you like.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to work your singer so hard because you can work the technology
Yeah.
hard in its place. We always shoot for what a take feels like what's its emotion? Does it move me?
Yeah.
If it's a little bit out of tune or it's a little bit early or late, don't worry about it because that's just, I fixed it.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
But the performance of the spirit of the human has been captured, and that's the gold.
Yeah.
But it still have to be relatively good. You don't want to rely on the technology too much.
No,
But
absolutely.
that's a whole other subject.
Yeah, no. I've always been of the belief, like, like there's always that debate about whether vinyl is better or CD is better, or that kind of debate that often goes on amongst people. I've often been of the belief that the reason vinyl tends to be more popular amongst some people is the imperfections, because we as humans are not perfect anyway. And so, like what you said before, if it's a little bit out of tune, but it's got the heart and the soul and the emotion that you're looking for, then that trumps being pitch perfect, so to speak.
Yes, true. The environment we record in, though, I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate. Everything is in tune and everything is so quantized, and so when there is a bung note, it really stands out. So it's
Okay.
up to the artist whether they, how out of tune is it? Is it just a little bit and it's got personality? Then leave it. But if it's really out of tune, it really stands out in this environment. I mean, Whitney Houston sang extraordinary vocals, and some
Yep.
of it's sharp,
Mm,
but we didn't care back then because we're in an environment where there was a lot of things that were not perfectly in tune.
absolutely.
So, yeah, it's up to the artist's discretion there, what they
Yeah.
want to go to the gatekeeper or not.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. And so obviously you guys are going on a tour to promote the new album, which I think comes out in, is it 2 days, I believe?
Yes, this Friday, August 7.
Yeah, how exciting is that? It's almost like
Yeah, it's really
giving
cool.
birth to the baby again. So so all these artists that you've mentioned, are any of them coming on the tour when you perform this new album?
We'd love to have them on tour, but we can't afford them. So.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
But there will be some surprises. We can't tell you about it.
No, that's okay. I wouldn't expect
It'll be a surprise.
to
Yeah.
ruin the surprise. But yeah, I was just looking before we jumped on today, and I saw that already some of the shows have sold out. That must be an incredible feeling to know that after all this time, you're still selling out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think I might
Good
actually
feeling.
Hey?
It is a nice feeling.
Sorry,
Yes, we're not playing to, the walls. It's a very nice feeling. Yeah.
I do apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
I get a bit excited sometimes. I do believe I may actually see you guys in the Adelaide show. I've just had a chat with the PR guys, and that they're like, yeah, we can make that happen for you. So I'm looking forward
to it.
So when does the tour kick off?
We actually have kicked it off already. So we started Country Victoria. We
nice.
warmed up
Yep.
in cold Country Victoria, gorgeous though, Bendigo and Yakandanda. So the
I'm glad you pronounced
are officially off. And this weekend we launch our album in Melbourne, which is our hometown. I don't live there anymore, but forever be my hometown.
Yeah.
And sold out crowd at Brunswick Ballroom. And then we go to Brisbane, August 23, Adelaide, August 28, the Gov. And then we have Frankston back in Melbourne.
Awesome. Yep.
And we finish up Factory Theatre October 18 in Sydney.
Very nice. What prompted the country shows that you just mentioned at the start there, though? Because
it's traditional when you're putting together a new show that you put it on a couple of times in the country so that you can find out what's going to go wrong. So it's like it's a paid rehearsal, but it's a real show. Yeah. And in fact, nothing did go wrong, so that was good.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's a real show. I don't want to, diminish it in any way. No. But you just have a couple of shows to knock the dust off and figure out the problems. Yeah, and then you can do your city shows.
That sounds fair. I do love though that more and more artists seem to be focusing. Like I know there's a hip hop artist out of Melbourne, 360, and I know his last tour, a lot of country shows and regional shows. So it's good to see more of you guys going out there and doing that because sometimes I'm in Adelaide and we tend to miss out on a lot of stuff anyway, and we're like a big country town.
Adelaide's been really kind to us, so we are looking at a sold out show in Adelaide as well. Whoever's watching this now, snap your tickets up if you're interested because I don't know, I think there's only 40 tickets left or something.
Yeah, wow. That's
but yeah, we're looking forward to visiting the whole country next year, every corner, including Western Australia and Tassie.
Yep.
For at least 12 weeks, I think. So we would definitely go on country next year.
Awesome. That's good to hear. Good to hear. I'd like to just say thank you again, both of you, for coming on the show and having a word with Wayde. And yeah, I look forward to catching you in Adelaide, and I'm sure the rest of Australia can't wait to see you as well and hear the waiting for the day. And I should probably say though, is there any new music on the horizon at all, or is that another secret?
No, it's not a secret. We still write songs, so. Whatever the next project is still an idea circling the airport, but I'm sure it'll land soon.
Yeah. What we will be doing is releasing vinyl next year as well.
No, that I like to hear.
That might have a couple of bonus tracks on there, to be confirmed.
All right. Well, I'll keep an eye out for that because I am an avid vinyl collector.
Okay, good.
So yeah, you can count me in for one of those.
Great. We'll see you at the Gov.
Absolutely, I look forward to it. So
Thanks,
yeah.
Wayde. You're very kind.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you guys so much for taking the time, and I
No worries,
look forward to
buddy.
the tour, and yeah, can't wait to see what's next for Bachelor Girl.
Thanks, Wayde.
All
Thank
right.
you. Hey, take care.
Bye.